Is this the standard welcome home reception?
For males, it is. They're very rare. Our population is 90% female.
Really?
I want to thank you again for your help in combating the Nasari. Do you have any idea why they tried to attack us?
They probably detected a Teresian aboard your ship, as we did. But I'm sorry, that's reason enough to destroy you.
Are your people at war?
We have no interest in fighting with them, but they seem determined to destroy us. Our defense capabilities prevent them from attacking directly, but they do everything in their power to stop our people from returning home.
I see. That might explain Mr. Kim's instinctively hostile reaction to them.
It's a defense mechanism we've programmed into all our children.
Are the Nasari likely to attack us again when we leave your space?
I think eventually they'll tire of waiting for you to come out. In the meantime, I'd advise you to simply stay here for a while.
These are words.
Can you read them?
Almost.
Our written language is very complicated. I can teach it to you if you're interested.
Oh, that looks good. What is it?
Spice patana. I prepared it myself. Harry, try some.
I'd like to find out if I have any relatives here. Maybe talk to my biological parents.
I'm afraid none of us get the chance to meet our fathers. They're the ones who take the embryos to other worlds. Your father must have left here a very long time ago to make it all the way to the Alpha Quadrant.
Ensign, we're transporting back to the ship.
I'd like to stay for a while. I still have a lot of questions.
Of course, Harry. Contact us when you're ready.
We'll see you later.
It's a positive match. These genetic fragments within Ensign Kim's DNA are clearly Teresian.
Why haven't they shown up in his medical scans before?
I went back and checked his scans carefully. These fragments have apparently been disguising themselves as the recessive elements which normally exist within all DNA. But over the past few days, they've become increasingly dominant over his human genes.
And they've provided him with new knowledge.
Yes, by forming neural connections in his brain. All humanoid babies are born with certain instinctive knowledge. How to recognize the shape of a face, how to hold their breath underwater. It all comes from their genes.
The Teresians must have found a way to manipulate genetic material to implant very specific knowledge into their children.
It's scientifically plausible, but quite a feat of genetic engineering.
So what the Teresians have been telling us appears to be true. Harry is one of their people.
And he's becoming more like them every day, both physically and neurologically.
I wonder how that's going to influence him when Voyager's ready to leave. Of course, when that might happen is another question entirely. Are the Nasari still out there?
All three ships are holding position just outside the Teresian system.
Even if we can't wait them out, we may only be postponing another conflict. I'd much rather find a way to convince them we're not their enemies.
Apparently the Nasari only consider Ensign Kim their enemy. Perhaps they would be more receptive to diplomacy if he were not aboard.
Contact Harry. Let him know we'll be leaving orbit. With any luck, we'll be back in a few hours with this matter resolved.
I joined the merchant fleet so I could get into space, because I wanted to explore every corner of the galaxy. Like me with Starfleet. All my life, that's all I ever wanted to do. Now I guess I know why. Strange to think that some alien DNA fragments have been controlling my life.
Not controlling, influencing, yes. You probably inherited some Teresian traits, like a talent for math or music.
Yes. I always wondered why I loved music so much when my parents, my human parents, were practically tone deaf. Wait a minute, what is that?
Something to make you feel good.
It's just a mild mood enhancer. No side effects. You'll like it. I think I'll pass, thanks. This is Malia. She's going to be my first wife. First? Uh-huh. You're already planning on a second?
And a third. We'll all be joined with Taman tonight. What do humans call it when a man and women are joined?
It's called marriage. But it's usually one woman with one man.
How unusual. I hope you come to our ceremony.
I wouldn't miss it. Don't be afraid to indulge yourself, Harry. Everybody here wants you to be happy. You're important to us. It's what my human parents used to say to me how special I was. They'd been trying to have a baby for years until I came along. They called me their miracle child.
They were right.
They spoiled me rotten, making sacrifices so they could give me everything I wanted.
Sounds like you were pretty lucky. They loved you.
But I never felt like I deserved that kind of devotion. I didn't see what was so special about me. I used to imagine that I had these hidden powers. I'd grow up to be stronger than a Klingon or able to read people's minds. Anything to make me more than just an average kid.
Turns out your parents were right about you. You have been special all of your life. Feels pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Let me relax your muscles for you.
That would be great.
I think you're going to learn to like it here, Harry.
I already like it.
Enough to stay?
I don't know about that. I'm happy where I am on Voyager.
You could be happy here, too.
It's nothing you have to decide right now. Just enjoy yourself while you're here.
This uniform seems so restrictive. Why don't you let me find you something more comfortable?
Thanks.
I mean,
I agree with you completely, Captain. There's no reason for further hostility between us.
I'm glad to hear it. And I hope you'll still feel that way when Ensign Kim is back on board.
I doubt you'll face that problem. Your crew member won't be returning.
What do you mean?
No one who comes home to Eurasia ever leaves again. There are rumors about those people.
I'm not interested in hearsay. Are there any facts you can give me?
I fire on any Teresian I see. If you take your crew member back on board, I will attack your ship. My best advice to you is to forget it and be on your way. You think there's any truth to those rumors you mentioned?
We also better when we've got Harry back. Then, of course, back to the planet.
Captain, Center wants to indicate a high-density polaron grid surrounding the planet.
A polaron? It wasn't here before.
That was a satellite with activated the generators. Captain, unlikely. The motor activated tonight. However, our communications are being blocked. I guess we're not welcome anymore.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Oh.
So remember
Stop.
everything you need to know about the ceremony once it begins.
Lay down.